Hello everyone, my name is Tae Nam. I'm working for Graduate School of Governance, Sungkyunkwan University in Korea. This course introduced the major case of Digital New Deal initiative in Korea. The major cases include the transition of public agencies to cloud system, and big data platform establishment, and training data establishment for artificial intelligence, digital capability development, and Wi-Fi for the general public and schools, among others. This module presents how the recent transition of public agencies to cloud has been implemented. This course has two objectives. First, you need to understand the ongoing project of the Korean Digital New Deal. And second, you need to understand the transition to cloud in the public sector. This course is structured into two themes. The first theme is understanding the projects of the Digital New Deal in Korea. And second theme is understanding the public sector transition to cloud system. The first slide is about understanding the projects of Digital New Deal in Korea. Vision and policy of the Korean New Deal initiative. This initiative, Korean New Deal, has three visions. The first one is Korea was the fast follower, and now we are moving toward the first mover economy. And second, Korea was a carbon dependent country because we have many manufacturing industry. But now we are moving to low carbon economy, so-called eco-friendly economy. And third one, Korea was socially divided. That was a weakness, but now we are moving toward inclusive society. So we have three visions. And Digital New Deal is one of the big projects and overarching projects along with the Green New Deal. So Green New Deal and Digital New Deal, this combination makes the stronger safety net. So Korea, the country of Korea, we are approaching to strengthen basis for a people-centered and inclusive country. People-centered and inclusive country. The project of the Korean New Deal. We have 10 key projects. The first one is Digital New Deal. Digital New Deal consists of three big projects, key projects. The first is data dam, and second thing is AI government, and third one is smart healthcare. As we know, we are now struggling with the pandemic, coronavirus. The healthcare issue is a very important issue. So smart healthcare was selected in the Digital New Deal projects with data dam and AI government. And digital and green. Digital and green means Digital New Deal plus Green New Deal. This is kind of a fusion area, convergence area. These digital and green projects consist of four main initiatives. Green and smart schools, and digital twin, and digitalization of SOC, social overhead capital, and smart and green industrial complexes. And finally, Green New Deal. Green New Deal consists of three projects: green remodeling, green energy, and eco-friendly mobility of the future. So these 10 key projects are Korean New Deal. Within these 10 key projects, we have more detailed projects. For example, within Digital New Deal, we have 12 projects, and under the Green New Deal, we have 8 projects, and Stronger Safety Net, we have 8 projects. D.NA. D.NA is not a biology term here. D.NA is the abbreviation in Korea. Data, network, and AI. So data, network, and AI, so-called D.NA, is a very popular term now in Korea. And this is the very important keywords in the future of Korea. So this is kind of illustration of how the data dam works. So this picture illustrates dam, but not the physical dam or as a building. This is kind of the illustration how this kind of things happen and works. The first thing is data collection using 5G and IoT. IoT means Internet of Things, and sensors and robots. So data collection is first. And second, data is stored and processed. Data storing and processing. That is important. And finally, we will use the data. So data utilization and creating innovative AI service. That's the final process. And these things are kind of the results or the outcomes or outputs. So fine dust reduction, AI-based disease detection, digital government, energy conservation, intelligent crime analysis, intelligent CCTV, smart factory, autonomous vehicle. All of these kind of things are the products of data utilization. This kind of the digital New Deal was driven by leading agencies. This map, this hierarchy, organizational hierarchical system is the governance system in Korea. The governance was driven by strategic meeting on the Korean New Deal, chaired by president. So president, the Korean top leader, his or her interest in the digital government or digital New Deal is very important, is very critical to the success of this kind of national level initiative. And also joint committee between the government and the Democratic Party, the party system and also government, administration and politics. This kind of joint committee is very critical role. And then we have ministry level participation. MSIT is Ministry of Science and Information Technology, and Ministry of the other ministries are Ministry of Environment and other ministries. Actually, this is not about 2 or 3 ministries. More ministries and more central government agencies involved in these types of big national level initiative, such as Digital New Deal and Green New Deal and Stronger Safety Net, the projects. Korea now spent huge money invested in this kind of 3 projects under the name of Digital New Deal. For example, data dam and AI government and smart healthcare. This money is, the unit is trillion won, 1,000 on accumulated level. And digital green industrial convergence. We have 3 projects, as I mentioned earlier. Green and smart schools, digital twins, and SOC digital. And Green New Deal. We have 3 projects, green remodeling, green energy production, and eco-friendly vehicles. So the fiscal investment, in terms of fiscal investment, 2020 to 2022, the first 3 years, and the second 3 years, 2022 to 2025, we will invest the money. So totally, it's a 5-year plan. So after the 5 years, we will reevaluate what's the result of this investment is. Data dam, a total of 8.5 trillion Korean won will be invested by 2022, and 207,000 jobs are expected to be created. By 2025, a total of 18.1 trillion Korean won will be invested, and 389,000 jobs are expected to be created. So data dam is about data big data platforms and 5G, promote 5G installation and industrial convergence with 5G, and then AI data convergence. AI data convergence means AI will be converged with manufacturing industry, fine dust reduction, infectious disease diagnosis, and crime prevention, and other policy areas. And then public data library. AI government is the three projects, digital public service and 5G network and cloud computing. This is a very basic project. AI government adopts 5G and blockchain technology to public service to make the process faster and smarter. A total of 5.3 trillion Korean won will be invested by 2022, creating 42,000 jobs, and by 2025, a total of 15.3 trillion Korean won will be invested, creating 124,000 jobs will be created. And AI government, this huge project, remodels old school buildings, making them energy efficient and run by solar power. All of these kind of things are the part of this kind of big initiative. Korean Digital New Deal case are selected for your understanding. So many projects are ongoing now, but we chose 5 or 6 cases, among others. The first one is cloud transition of government public services. In this case, cloud transition, I will talk about this case in this class. In the next class, we will touch the other cases, big data platform, and then AI training data, how the Korean government builds and established AI training data set, and education for digital capability development, so-called inclusive society and digital inclusion, and then public Wi-Fi upgrade and expansion. Finally, school Wi-Fi establishment. These are selected cases related to Korean Digital New Deal initiative. Toward intelligent AI-based government. Improve 5G-based network for government work, and then move all administrative and public institutions to cloud system, and then expand provision of non-contact services. Why non-contact services are important now, especially in the pandemic season. Non-contact services are very important. And then even non-contact service, we will promote customized service innovation. Cloud transition to cloud is a fashion. It's a very important fashion because we have on-demand trend. Subscription, sharing, and O2O economy is now a buzzword. It's new trend, and this kind of a transition is happening now. So owning, purchase, offline, version up, these kind of things are on-demand technology. Cloud transition of government and public services, public agencies in Korea. How Korean public agencies are now making a transition to the cloud system. Currently, information system infrastructure based on computing of each organization. Each organization has their own infrastructure, information system infrastructure. For example, information systems are located in somewhere, and scale of a computing office is not really high. Criteria of transfer to cloud integration. The target is all information system except cases that have to operate at a specific location. Almost all information system can be integrated into transition system, into cloud system. But this kind of cloud transition will be made step-by-step transfer and integration. Approach is public cloud centers. We will seek for security, safety, investigation, judiciary, public agency, internal affairs, etc. These kind of things are main area. For the future, information systems for cloud-based integrative operation. What kind of public values or what kind of benefit we will get? Stability in public services. We will get more responsiveness to cyber threats, and we will have a higher level of operational efficiency of information systems. And digital transformation will be faster by utilizing new technologies such as AI and big data, and development of the private cloud industry by fostering cloud-used public sector. For the future, public agencies under the central government, for example, one center of the National Information Resource Management Service, plus public agency, International Data Corporation. For example, Korea Electricity ICT Center, Basic Science Research Institute Data Center, and Korea have many data centers and cloud systems. In the local government also, they can use cloud system too, and local government and local public corporations. These organizations are also the target of new types of cloud transition. Cloud transition has three perspectives. Infrastructure as a service, infra as a service, IaaS, that's the abbreviation, and PaaS, platform as a service, and SaaS, software as a service. So cloud transition means transfer and integration of information systems into cloud centers. That is IaaS, integrating information sources and cloud transition. And then we need to expansion of e-government cloud platform. That is PaaS, cloud-based development framework. And we will lead the use of private cloud services, SaaS, adoption of the best private cloud services in the public sector. That is what we aim at for the future, cloud transition. Cloud transition plan. In 2020, we planned this kind of the master plan. Organization specific and small scale computing based. This is what we were in the past. Cloud center, the rate of cloud center use is only 17% at the time, because the lack of infrastructure that can meet the increasing needs for digital services. But 2025, we will have cloud-based integrative operation. At the time, the rate of cloud center use will be 100%. Responsiveness to cyber threats, stable public services, and systematic and professional operation, and management of information systems, and digital innovation by using leading technologies and fostering the industrial ecosystem of private cloud. So number of information resource transferred and or integrated will be totally in a total 185,000 in 2025. That's our plan. Expectation. The full-scale survey of information systems in all organizations and public agencies. Investigate the status of information resource and computing offices. Expected effect is government organizations and public services can avoid the task of building and operating information systems. We don't need that kind of redundant work. So this organization have different information system. Another organization have their own information system. We don't need that kind of multiple information system. We can share and we can operate together. That is the integrative system. And the institutes can concentrate on digital transformation and industrial growth, government investment in enterprises in the private sector. So this kind of public sector transition to cloud will help industrial growth. That's our expectations. Okay, finally, we will get to the slide of the summary. Digital New Deal initiative is project-based and practice-driven New Deal. That is important one. Project-based and practice-driven. This is not a motto only. This is practice-driven, case-centered. The importance of national umbrella initiative should overarch diverse projects and programs. And we need to have a kind of select cases. The best practices or case selection is important. Case selection for digital transformation and innovation in developing countries. This module, I chose cloud transition first. Cloud transition is one of the cases for digital transformation. Envisioning cloud as a service and sustainable benefits versus initial cost. Which one is more? Benefit is more and initial cost is more. Maybe developing countries have some difficulty in installing cloud transition system, but you will have to consider sustainable benefits. Those benefits as not one-time benefits, sustainable benefits. So it's worth of considering installing cloud transition system. And this is a key to digital transformation. This is a very important starting point of digital transformation. Okay, that's it. Thank you for your attention. See you at the next class. Thank you. Bye.